Dumilang Absheni, hello and welcome to the Get Real Show. My name is Aisha, known as Yulisa. Today, it's good to have you here. We are talking about heartbreaks. We're talking about what is your personal experience. You know, I'm asking the team what's their personal experience on heartbreak, how they've dealt with it, their coping mechanism, and also how it affects them moving on into the next relationship. So if you are interested in this topic, stay tuned and listen to what everyone has to say. You might learn a thing or two. Welcome, Rillas. We're back again. Today we are speaking about heartbreaks, and we've got the rest of the team here. Needing no introductory, we've got Mr. Vic on the right-hand side here next to me. And we have the beautiful lady next to me, Z. And then we have, as Vic always calls him, Young Mandela, Mr. Ori himself. Welcome, guys. Guys, today we are speaking about heartbreaks, and we want to find out from the team. We're personally asking you guys to share with us your personal experiences. If you have personal experiences, or however, if you know of something of anyone who's had that encounter, and then you can just share with us and just take us through the journey of how you personally handled it, or if you know how that other person has handled it, and also just what it does actually to the next relationship that you go into if you haven't grieved that process correctly. So we're going to start with Ori.
Boom! Okay. Okay, let me do it this way. Yes, my heart has been broken maybe, should I say maybe once or something, yeah. And it was so deep. But should I say I was so courageous enough? One thing I'm going to say is that before the heartbreaking, something may have been coming out. Maybe you don't really put your mind to all those things. Because I've been seeing some traces which I don't feel comfortable with, right? Let me just put it this way. She will post like some guy's picture. And I'll be like, you know, if the person is not your friend, just normal friend, you can't keep posting that person's picture. So I've been seeing these traces and all these things, but you know.
So she keeps posting the same particular guy.
Like 2 guys.
Oh, 2 different guys.
Yes.
Okay.
So
but consistently. Okay.
So like I keep like asking, who are these people? Now my friend now. Okay, fine, you know. See, one thing about me is if I don't catch you like this, I don't have problem. Yeah. I know you went to school, so probably you have guy friends, you have so similar I do. Yes. But when you are in a relationship, you must differentiate between friends and the lover. That's one thing. If you are in love and you say you are in a relationship, you must make your partner be your number one. Yeah. I'm not the kind of guy when I'm in love that I will go to another woman. No, I focus on that person. So you see, post like I keep asking, who is this person? Who is like you will say, it's my friend. So no. So from there, maybe should I say my mind has already been prepared for something that will come in the future. Yes. You understand? Yeah. And when the heartbreak will come in, it was like, should I say 20 days to my birthday? And she would just send me a message, I'm no longer interested. Whoa. Someone who have invested heavily, I don't want to talk, because in a relationship you have to give and take, yes. So which is normal. But I was like, maybe it's a joke. Are you serious? I said, yes, I'm no longer interested. Okay. The second day I sent a message, no reply. The third day, and me, I've always been like, I'm a strong guy. So I decided to keep it to myself for 1 year. I didn't share with friends. I didn't share with anybody.
But you never had contact with her?
Contact us how?
Like as in, you never got to discuss why she didn't.
Someone that is not ready to discuss. I send message, you don't reply. Even on my birthday, 20 days later, you no message, happy birthday, nothing. So what do you want to discuss?
Exactly.
You understand?
Okay.
So it took me, even after 1 year, I didn't discuss it with my friends, nobody.
Were you still thinking about her?
I don't need to think about her. I'm gone. That's how a man should be to me.
Were you heartbroken though?
It was because you have invested the relationship over 3 years.
So you muted your emotions. So you had your emotions.
What
on
I'm
you.
not trying to say, what prepared me was those instances that I've been seeing a posting someone's picture, so I've already prepared myself. That's something, because if I'm not doing the same thing, I don't expect you to do the same thing. You can imagine on my timeline that I'm posting different girls and you are my girlfriend. What would you be thinking?
Yeah.
And each time you ask me, I was like, she's just a friend. So your mind will be in that thing. And when something suddenly comes, you won't feel it much. That's how I feel. So I just take it as, even on phone when we were talking, she even called me Mugun. Do you know the meaning of Mugun? Like Mumu, like someone, like you understand all those things. But but I try to do as much as possible. After like a year, I try to heal myself. Okay,
Were you guys ever in love at some point?
I believe we are in love because a relationship for 3 years.
3-year relationship.
So you are here telling me someone who you are even invested for her to be an independent woman, traveling into sales and all those things, all those things. So it's more strong.
Yeah.
But immediately those things happened, I was like, okay, what did I do wrong? Did I do anything? But I never allowed that to ruin my other relationship.
No, before you get there, we're gonna come back to there because I really want to know how you dealt with that. We wanna touch on Z and Vic and share their personal experiences before we get to the part and how you actually, go about that. It doesn't affect the next relationship. Z, what's your? I'm gonna start. Yes, I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna make it all.
Why?
Because I want to
Why
hear it.
me?
I'm interested to hear your one.
No, I was only heard once.
If she's not ready,
Okay.
can I just speak?
No, she is ready.
Because
You want to speak?
I just want to,
Are you
Okay,
emotional?
okay, I share.
Guys, we need
The
to skip
reason-
to Vic because
the reason-
he's emotional.
yeah, the reason why is that no, I'm not gonna cry. I'm strong.
Hi guys, this is a sensitive topic.
I'm gonna say
I'm
this.
happy that you guys are laughing about this topic.
You know what? You know what, guys? I'm gonna say this. Like, you just listen very carefully. When it pains the most if you're a deep lover. In relationship, there is guys they love deep. There is ladies that love deep, right? And when you love deep, if something goes wrong along the relationship, you felt it so heavily. It affects you mentally, physically, right? Because you might be loving someone to extent or extreme without knowing that the person is just there for either materialistic things or just the way you look or just the way you dress. Because these days some girls doesn't go to what they will benefit from the relationship in terms of growing the relationship to the next step, or because I'm a person that if I'm in a relationship with you, I teach, I learn from you, right? Whatsoever you're doing, I like to be that man. I like to be that guy, I don't want you to be like we're in a relationship. I'm not going through with you step by step, If I've been with someone that is a school dropout, right? I can't be with you knowing fully well that you're lacking behind in some aspect that I've passed through, and I know how I skate through of it. So I have to carry you along. I have to teach you how to move to the next step. I don't want it to be a liability to me, right? It's not like I don't know what to do for you as a man, but I would like to take you to the journey of the relationship. I would like to put you through. So at the end of the day, I sat her down. I said, listen, you dropped out for some certain reasons. I don't know, and I don't want to know. But hence you with me, you got to do something. Either you find a work or you go back to school, which I try to start a step of it. Make inquiries, put her through school to finish up, you know, and all that and all that. And it lasted also a couple of years, you know. But I found out like she started working, didn't tell me off days and all that. You know, when you drop your girl to work, but knowing fully well that day she's off and all that, you know. But she's having some clothing in her bag. So when you drop her off, and then maybe some other guy or the second boyfriend or whatever will come and pick her up. And it happens that now it's time to go pick her up from work, and boom, the co-workers are like, hi, what are you doing? Like, I came to fetch her. No, she's off today. You know? And I was like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, yeah, she's
So she
off
was
today.
cheating on you.
And then like, she's off today. As a matter of fact, bro, we need to tell you this. This is not the first time. You know, and we're sorry that you didn't know her off days and all that, because she's workaholic, like she's tired, you know that. But that day, she wasn't there, and I have to drive home. I was like thinking, what is happening? Like, what is going on? And then, you know, this chick come back and was like, yo, I was tired. We overworked today. That's why I didn't call you to come and fetch me. I was like, oh, I'm already there, like, to pick you up, dude. Like, and then she was like, no, that's why I didn't call you to come and fetch me, blah, blah, blah. And you can see she's uniformed, you know.
So she went through the whole effort of putting a uniform back on.
Yeah. Wow. And then I was like, okay. That's when, because that's when, you know, we guys, and I know you girls also have that kind of mentality whereby there is something going on, like, you like, okay. So I was like, okay, now I'm preparing myself for the worst, because hence I already, you get what I mean? Yeah. So, and the only thing that I keep on asking myself is
so sorry. So you never discussed it with her on the day when she came back. So you also obviously continued to keep quiet. But I just kept quiet. This point, you just knew you're in an unhealthy relationship, and your partner is cheating.
The reason why I didn't say that is that I want to be sure of what I'm doing. I want to be sure of the confrontation. I don't want to say something that now, okay, you didn't know if I was sent to the other branch. I don't know. I just want some concrete thing, so that if I'm presenting it, I'll be like, okay, this one or two. And then at the end of the day, it happens that, yeah, I have to tell her that, no, I need to travel for 2 days, right? So you got to be alone. I dropped some cash for taxis and all that. And I went to my friend. I said, bro, listen, I want to know this to like from now on. You know what happened? And then boom, she left the house, and I came back. And then, like, you know, where are you, baby? Where are you? No, I'm at work. I said, oh, okay. You know, I slept in the house. Ne? You know, when you traveled.
In her house.
No, I slept in the house. No, I left her in the house that I'm traveling. I'll be back in 3 days. Yeah. Right? So I even have to book a ticket online. Afterwards, I cancelled, right? I know, I just went extra miles.
Here's how you got far beyond.
So now listen. And then I slept in the house alone. So at night, I called, is everything okay? Blah, blah, blah. I'm sleeping, yo. And then the gas of the heater is finished. I'm in the same house. I'm even in the heater is in front of me. I'm watching TV. The heater is dude, I'm watching TV. I was like, okay.
You guys are classic.
We call it a calabon.
You know? So, but then at the end of the day,
It's a bomb.
Get it, but let me just. I don't want to take much of your time.
Please,
like, let me just make it all round up. So at the end of the day, the day I said I'm done, you know what happened? It's quite a fight.
No, please, no. You have to
Okay.
summarize this day.
Oh,
This day of
then
the
after
heater.
that day, and then after that day, the next day, she wasn't home because I'm home. Because I was like being home in terms of if she badging, I would say no. I just wanted to surprise you because I just finished what I'm doing quick, and then I came back.
But you're still not gonna catch her. What's the purpose?
That's the
you
thing.
weren't gonna catch
No,
her.
I just want to know, like, okay, because
she's lying.
yes, because
Okay.
the reason is that 3 days she's not working. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
That's fine. Now the second day, we being on Saturday, I called one of our friends. I said, guys, where, that one didn't know I said I traveled. I said, where are you guys? Purposely, on like, boom, it happened that, no, we are so place. We are so place. I said, oh, okay. And as God may have it, she didn't communicate. Maybe the friend thought I knew they went out or something. Now, I called her again. Where are you? She said, no, I forgot my phone in the lounge because I was taking a shower. But she didn't know I already spoke with a friend. And then I said, okay. I now text the friend. Can you tell me where you guys are? I just want to come and surprise this one. There's something I bought for her. She said, oh, that's lovely. Okay, I'm not going to tell her anything. I said, sharp. And then they sent me location. And I came. Boom, these people were in the guest house with a lot of guys vibing and all that. And then she saw me and then she was like, what are you doing here? You know when someone is surprised? I just left because I don't want to cause dramas. Now, to cut it short, when she came back, some few things that she left in my place, I already packed. You know what happened? So if I take it out, she'll bring it back in. I'm not going anywhere. You know this. You know that kind of thing. Like when, when, like this is outside, she'll bring it in. You take it outside, she'll bring it. It's like we fighting now. Who's like we now fighting in my own house, like in my space that she don't want to leave. She's gonna be in that relationship. And I was like, no, man. I called the mom. I said, look. I explained to the mother. You know what the mother said? This thing had been happening. I don't know how I'm going to tell you. Because sometimes when she come here, another guy will come and pick her up. And I keep on telling her, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? She would say, no. And then if the mom knows about these things, like,
no, it's over.
and then,
That's sad.
and then come on to the next one. Because I tried two.
So you had 2 heartbreaks. Okay, wait. Before we hear that heartbreak, we have to hear these. I feel that is a major heartbreak on its own.
But I didn't tell you something. Meanwhile, as it going, I'm being crazy.
What do you mean?
You know when someone is crazy mentally?
Because you are in love already.
You know when I'm crazy.
About her?
About
same
this
girl?
whole situation.
Oh.
I'm not okay. Like, you know, people that have passed through things can see, no, this one, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Bro, what happened? Did your girlfriend cheat on you? Some will ask you, did your wife, people that maybe thought maybe you married, or did your wife do something? You know when people, they visualize you and know that there's family problem.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get my point.
Yes.
They'll be like, what is going on? Yo, bro, you know, I can be in the shower. I'm not using the bath. I'm using the shower. I will stand like this. The shower will be running. I'll be thinking like, sometimes I finish, I will sit in a staircase. I'll be like, what is happening to me? You know, when you're thinking deep, like, what is it you're not doing right? I keep thinking this way, that way, you know? And sometimes it happens that it's either sexually that makes someone do, but you know the capability of how you guys are doing things, you're like, no way. Do you get what I mean? When you do things, you go extra miles and all that, but then these things are happening, you know? And then I'll keep to the next one when you're done. The next one is about money.
That is sad, guys.
Bro,
What Vic
bro, you
experienced,
must-
Vic,
you must have money.
that's painful.
And if you
Yeah.
don't have money, hey,
Very hard.
relationship
I hope
sucks.
you don't have a very hectic. Oh, okay.
No, mine is not hectic.
That was
It is hectic, oh. I
traumatizing.
know about Z's heartbreak, oh.
How do you know about
We
each
all
other's
know.
heartbreak?
We all know. Ori knows.
They are close to each other.
Z, tell us about your heartbreak. I don't know about it.
We know. Ori
No,
knows.
I want to hear from it.
The only heartbreak that I would, the heartbreak that I had was with my baby daddy.
Okay, so you have a kid together.
Yeah, we have a kid together. The minute I told him I'm pregnant, we were fine. But the minute it went to his mom, the mom called me. My son needs to go to school, needs to finish. You want to eat my son's money? And I'm like, okay, where is your son's working?
How old were you? The both of
We
you?
were both 28.
Okay.
We were both 28.
Same age.
Same age, yeah. Same.
And obviously he was in
Yeah.
college or varsity.
He was not even in college. I
What
was the
was
one
he
who was
studying?
in college.
Oh, okay.
He was working at, we can't name the restaurant.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
he was working at the restaurant. And he was just about to be,
promoted.
promoted to being a manager. And the mom thought, like, I don't know what she thought. And then the guy told his mom. The mom said, okay, advise her to come to Cape Town. I was in Eisner. Advise her to come to Cape Town. And then we'll go all together to the clinic to abort the child. Yeah, it was like that. And then the guy sent a message to my aunt because I was not talking to my mom. Was very angry. I was talking to my aunt. My aunt was like, "You're not going to do that. If they don't want a baby, it's fine.
It's fine.
We will raise him. We will raise him ourselves, and it's fine." But the time goes. Each time, I came back to Cape Town. In the morning, 12 o'clock, I get a message from a girl. That child is not my boyfriend's child. Get a message from my mom, from his mom. I don't care what you do, but that child needs to be out of your stomach. Get a message from the father of my child. Make sure that baby is out.
Joke.
Serious.
So actually, they're pressurizing you.
Yeah.
Pressurizing you.
Yeah. And then I went like each and every day, man. They were sending different kinds of messages every day. And then I got sick. I went to sleep in Somerset. And then I don't know what needle they gave me.
At Somerset now.
At Somerset, yeah. I don't know what needle they gave me. I couldn't wake up.
You slept.
They tried to wake me up. I couldn't wake up, and I felt as if like I was like going. I was in a place where I was at peace. And then the lady was busy like slapping at me, and said, "Just wake up, wake up." They tried to like. They said I went to a coma or something for 30 minutes. I didn't wake up. And then they tried by all means to wake me up. I was not waking up. So eventually I woke up. And then I was like, oh, I'm okay, it's fine. I went out of the hospital. Again, same thing happened till I gave birth. Remember the time I gave birth, I told them, "Hi, Ma. I gave birth to a young boy. His name is Yap." This thumb. Sent this thumb. She sent this thumb. And the guy blocked me. And the girl blocked me. And the mom blocked me. And I was like, okay, it's fine. I took my baby and I went home. And 6 months later, the guy was sending a message. "Make sure that baby, I want to see my baby. That child is my baby." And I'm like, boy, you said I must go and like abort the child. So go to that place and go find your child. Because this one, me and God made it. I did it alone.
What's the name of Iap?
Yep.
What does it mean?
God gives.
Yeah, but you know the reason why I asked, because she went through traumas. Because if you can go to the hospital and those things happens to you, then it means that the family of that guy, either they strongly want that child to not come alive. You know what I mean? So that's why I asked that name. What does it mean? You know.
Did you decide on the name after, or did you decide on the name while you were carrying the child?
While I was carrying the child, because the minute the baby kicks, you connect with the baby. And I already connected with my child, and I already made peace. He doesn't want me, and I'm good with it. But now we're busy fighting. He wants the child, and I'm like, okay, it's fine. You want the child. I don't have a problem with you. You can come and see your child, but you will see. I will not carry the child to you because you know what you did to me, and I'm still like I'm not at ease with you. Yes, I've forgiven you. I'm good with you.
Have you forgiven him though? Have you?
Yeah, I
forgiven
did.
What had happened to you? Have you forgiven him?
If I had not forgiven him, I would not be in a relationship like now. Do you understand? So I had to make peace with it, and I've seen so many women like going through a lot. Like I was googling people, and I thought I was alone. But eventually I knew I was not alone, and I'm not the last one. Yeah. So I was like, okay, it's fine. If this happens, I'll raise my child. And I told him, if my child wants to come with you, when he's 18, he can go. And I would like take him to you and say, this is your father's house. I'm leaving. I'm not coming in. Whatever he tells you, I don't mind. If he wants to go to the mountain, I will tell him, go to your father to take you to the mountain. And if he doesn't want to, it's fine, I will take you. I don't have a problem with it.
Have they had a relationship together?
No.
But
He likes to say, I want to see him. When he's not in a relationship, I don't know, he's good. once he's in a relationship, he shifts. He doesn't want to see the child. I'm ruining his relationship and all sorts. So I don't know what exactly does he want. So like I've tried to like force the child to him, but the minute I force him to see his child, the minute he
Pulls away.
pulls away.
It pulls away.
Yeah, so I've done my duties, like forcing the child. I try to force it, like literally force it. It doesn't work.
So you don't have a because the way you just hearing our side of the story and then you sympathizing with us, but we want to sympathize with you like
Oh, guys, to be really honest, first of all, Z, I have so much respect for you. That is the most painful thing, and I can probably imagine is the most hectic thing that you had to go through, and also overcome. And also just knowing the person you are, because you're just generally like a happy person, It hasn't affected you to the point that it's taken away from who you are. And the nice thing is that I also love the fact that you've called your child Iapa, because really God has given you the strength also, to get through it. And certainly, God has definitely given you. And to answer Vic, I don't think I've actually heard like a traumatic heartbreak. I think I've moved past relationships, and it's always been like either a mutual thing or either something where it was like overly communicated and we decided to agree upon disagreeing. So I've never actually had like a hectic heartbreak where I've struggled to deal with it. Because usually also in my relationships, I'm such a communicator, and also I believe in time to sit things out, to really think about things, so it takes away from hurting another person. Because if somebody gives you time to think about actually what you want to do, it gives you time to be absent from that person. So that person is left with two decisions, right? What's they worth with you and what's they worth without you, So then when you guys come back, I mean, you can't force things, obviously. If somebody feels different about you, you also have to accept yourself and know that there's somebody else out there for you as well. So my heartbreaks have never been like traumatic, but I've experienced times where I've had to lose somebody because that's being with me was never a time where they thought it's what's best for them. You know what I mean? And it became a mutual thing, and I also respected that.
I think you have to do with two matured people. Because most of these things happens when you kind of dealing with a younger person, and then you try to either carry them along and teach them things they don't know, but sometimes they see it as if you being too much. Do you get what I mean? Because every time is not for party, every time is not for something that is not relevant. So when you try to correct such things, it shows like either you being a father or you being controlling, but without knowing that you've been there, you have seen these things. You parting from 5 years from that time, where do you think you're gonna be? Do you get what I mean?
Correct.
So I try to, if I'm dating a younger person, I will try to let you know that we fighting a battle of securing a future now and enjoying later, not enjoying now and then suffer later. And you know what I mean? So when you try to bring that perspective, people think like you being a father, and you wouldn't blame such youngsters, because when you're dealing with a mature person, she will understand that there is a journey.
Correct.
In as much as that is not all relationship leads to marriage, but you have to take the best of it. You have to take the best of it,
And obviously, like with relationships, it has to do with a lot of wisdom and a lot of maturity and a lot of experience. And I know a guy who has a lot of wisdom and a lot of experience. And just to round everything off, we just want to hear, how do you deal with having a heartbreak and having to move and having a beautiful, healthy relationship? Like for yourself, we know that you are in a marriage and you have beautiful kids, a beautiful family, but also you, however, somebody who's experienced a heartbreak. So we just want to know, how do you enter into having a beautiful, healthy relationship where you are right now?
First and foremost, what I did was not to communicate the heartbreak with anyone. Because I feel at that time, if I should communicate that kind of scenario with my friends, boom, something else will be happening. A lot of encouragement. So I tried to find peace in myself at first. which it took me like, not as if I wasn't happy, but I didn't go to any, I didn't pause into any relationship for 1 year. I try to relax, but I'm an happy person. So I try to be happy because each time you see me outside, you must not see me feeling sad. No way, there's no room for that. Even if I don't have a cent in my pocket, you can never see me unhappy. It's not in my blood. So if I'm talking about the heartbreak and everything, definitely you will be trying to console me, try to see something, it will weigh me down. I don't like that. I like to be happy. So I try as much as possible to engage in myself, try to create happiness for myself, go outside to the beach, started reading, then from there I fell in love with reading.
Okay.
So and it's one of the biggest things that I've ever done in my life so far, I engage in reading and engaging in researching of my history, and it built me more better. So after 1 year, then I was able to call one of my friends like, do you know this thing happened? I even in between, I went to Nigeria, nobody, but one of my friends was noticing. Then he sent me a message. Papa, what is happening?
We're not
in
seeing
Nigeria.
Yeah.
We didn't see your fiancé. What's up? I said, I don't want to share picture. It was like something is going on. But then after 1 year, I was like, you, this is what happened. It was like, he said, serious. I said, oh, no, you are very strong. I don't, because I feel like my duty on earth is to make people happy. So if I'm sad, I like to keep it to myself and try to heal myself.
Yes.
Because my job is to make people feel happy and feel comfortable.
Well,
That's nice. Yeah. That was well said. That was beautifully said. Thank you so much, Ori, and thanks to the rest of the guys. Thank you for staying tuned and thank you for watching the show. It was a very interesting topic. Those were very heartwarming stories that we just listened to now. If anyone is going through a heartbreak, it's advisable that you reach out for help. I know often when we go through heartbreaks, we want to deal with things on our own and give ourselves time. Yes, of course, you can get time to grieve, but also we do advise that you reach out to those that love you, to those that care, so the weight of the things can just be lightened over you. But thank you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned. Don't forget to comment, to like, to share your experience so we might advise and engage with you. Stay tuned.